Hi, welcome back. I'm very excited to share a brand new feature that we've been working tirelessly on as we've challenged ourselves to try to take a process that is fairly cumbersome and time intensive and boil it down just to a handful of clicks in a few minutes. To do that, we've created our new Metric Analyst feature. You'll see a magic icon inside of Data Tools Pro that you can click. And so the first thing that you're going to do in Metric Analyst is select a dashboard or number of dashboards that your business stakeholders are using on a daily or weekly basis. So typically the workflow is I go into a new org or a customer or work with users and I ask them, hey, what are the top dashboards that you're using to monitor? Metric Analyst will essentially reverse engineer an existing dashboard or collection of dashboards into a concise metric glossary. So the starting point is selecting your most used dashboards. In this case, I'm going to pick out one dashboard to keep it simple. I'm going to click on Analyze Dashboards, and Data Tools Pro will now go into that Salesforce dashboard, and it will pull out the reports that power the dashboard. So weekly leads by product interest and monthly lead source. I'm going to click Generate Dashboard Widgets, and what Data Tools Pro will now do is go into that dashboard and analyze each individual widget inside of the dashboard. So it gives me a nice quick way to understand what's inside of that dashboard and how are the columns powering each one of these reports. So this gives me a little more detail to audit and review what's in a dashboard. But we'll take that one step further, and this is where we get the massive time savings. I'm going to click on Generate Business Metric Glossary, and what Data Tools Pro is doing right now is going into the dashboard widget metadata, into the reports, and it's actually figuring out what calculations, what fields, what filters are being applied into your reports and in your dashboards, and it's actually generating a consolidated metric glossary. So we go from 10 widgets down to 6 suggested metrics. Let's take a look. So it's going to give me a metric name. It's going to automatically figure out things like revenue by state, revenue by industry, total revenue. It's actually going to consolidate those widgets in our dashboards down to individualized metrics. It's going to assign a topic, and in this case, it actually recommends Data Tools Activation as a topic that all of these metrics roll up into. It's going to prepare a description that explains how the metric is calculated, and then it's going to keep track of what reports are powering this metric so that it can be related when you commit the metric. Now, obviously, human in the loop is very, very important for these automated processes. So let's say, for example, this weekly and monthly leads metric and analysis saw something different enough to where it thinks these are two distinct metrics, but I know these are the same things. So what you can actually do is select multiple metrics and we can merge them together, or we can merge them into our existing metrics dictionary. What's really important about this feature is that it's not operating in a silo. It's operating relative to your existing metrics dictionary. So essentially, as you're adding more and more metrics to your glossary, this is getting smarter and it's aware of existing metrics that you already have. So that way, as you build up your library of reports and dashboards, you can actually build out your metrics glossary and keep track of what you're measuring within your organization intelligently. So I'm going to select everything. I'm going to click Add, and Metric Analyst is going to add this to my metric glossary, where I then can go in, I can make modifications, I can add additional detail. I know that the reports and dashboards have already been linked, and then I can even relate this metric to others within my dictionary. So a lot of power here at your fingertips. We can't wait to get this in your hands. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.